Wins by Thanksgiving since 2019, a year they went on to win it all in the bubble. We remember it well. Stephen A., this Lakers backcourt, dynamic. How good are they?
Well, they're very good. And LeBron James being back, dropping 25 certainly doesn't hurt. Austin Reeves dropping 31 certainly doesn't hurt. Luka Doncic had 24 points in the first quarter. I mean, had 30 at halftime with 6 assists. The brother's looking spectacular and a clear, one of the top candidates for league MVP honors if he continues to look the way that he has looked. The Clippers are another story, highly disappointing this season. But LeBron James being back, Austin Reeves and him doing what they're doing, and Luka Doncic just looking the way that he's looking, which is nothing short of spectacular, has you looking at the Lakers a little bit differently right now. Of course, Oklahoma City is still a team to beat. They're the reigning defending champions. They're like 17 or 18-1. Denver's right there. They've retooled. They've gotten a bit younger, and they still have Jokic, and Jokic has been the Lakers' kryptonite for years, but that was before Luka Doncic got there. But the way Luka is looking, it just is something special to behold. Make no mistake about it. And the Lakers are doing their thing right now. They could be in the mix. It would not surprise me at all if the Lakers win the conference finals.
Yeah, and you look at them beating the Clippers last night. Clippers did have Kawhi on the floor. Now, they're old and they're banged up, but this was no slouch Clippers team that wasn't at full strength. Now, I know they don't have Brad Beal out there and whatnot, but Kawhi was on the floor for this game last night.
The big three for the Lakers, they showed up big in a win tonight against the Clippers.
All I have to ask is, do you think differently of them as far as like a championship caliber team after watching them?
Presently constructed, absolutely.
Yeah, because you don't feel like those three guys are as bad defensively?
I don't think this team presently constructed can survive an OKC or a Denver team that has depth, has size, speed. I don't think they can sustain that.
I have to agree. Like the Clippers, they're nowhere near defensively like what Oklahoma City is, Denver is. So as good as those guys played, they're not going to be able to have those type of numbers against a high-level defense.
This is the slowest paced team in the league, the Clippers tonight. So they're also the oldest. The oldest. So
where do you stand on it, Vince?
Same. I mean, I think right now, everything you're trying to match OKC. Quickness, athleticism, they have it all. Right now, the Clippers are in mud.
If you look at this roster constructed, what do you see on this bench that can give you consistency? Right?
Okay.
In a 7-game series against OKC or Denver.
Mm-hmm. Not against them, but they're going to be a good, fun watch during the regular season.
Absolutely.
And when Oklahoma City plays them, we have the game. So I can't wait till that happens.
Myself, Danny Green, Trudell, and of course Skeeter handling things downtown. Lakers make it 5 in a row. They beat the Clippers by 17, 135-118. Guys, biggest note, obviously, as they just discussed on the broadcast, they're undefeated in group play, which means they advance to the knockout round next week. Stay undefeated in West Group B. Look, big game. Lakers, Clippers speaks for itself. You got the ejection at the end with just over 3 to play. We'll look at that from Chris Dunn. You add the cup intensity to it, as we all know. You talked about it downtown with Peter. Role players, they've impressed you. They did their job tonight. Of course, the big three, they led their way. 99 of the Lakers, 135 points combined between the three of them. A good, solid win for the Lakers.
Yeah. Band of brothers, man. They're hanging in there together, doing it collectively. But what a start, though, by Luka, man. I mean, he lit the whole arena on fire with those threes. The Clippers, you remember all those years, how they used to dominate us for 4 or 5 years? We'd be sitting here like, they used to kick our butt. But, I think now we have a team that can play and can match and defend. And I just thought the role players, as you mentioned, Smart coming down, hitting some big shots, bringing his presence. Hayes stepping in for Ayton with his energy, his rebounding. I just thought collectively, and then LeBron coming in, just kind of seeing what's needed and getting the job done. Of course, we talk about Austin Reeves all the time, but I just think collectively they answered the bell when the Clippers made their charge, and they took care of business in the third and fourth quarter. And here we are, talking about the victory.
Yeah, the big three was big three tonight, the new generation would say. They played really well. I think they shot from 3 very well. That was something they had been struggling in the past few games for sure, and during the season. That was their weakness. And if you got guys like Marcus Smart knocking down threes, but also Bron pulling up from 3 in transition, Luka 5 for 5 to start the game. Austin looked like he had a quiet night. Then that fourth quarter, that second half, he exploded. He got a little angry because they didn't call that goaltend. So yeah, different guys exploded different moments that gave them a boost. But ultimately, they got the transition. Bron looked more like himself. They got out and running, and they got uncontested shots because of the high IQ play from those three guys.
We'll talk about Austin in a minute because you did have your eye on him all night long. He had 2 points in the first quarter. He went 29 over the final 3 quarters.
I was a little disappointed in my shot, my hot shot pick for a second. I wasn't feel comfortable. And I was like, he's gonna have a bad number and still end up with like 20, 25. He ended up with 31, which was very impressive.
You also said Luka would have 37. He had 43.
I was 6
we should
off.
have you in more often because it all ended on the positive side.
We've been undefeated since I've been in here.
Danny the Greek. He's taking everything.
We do start with Luka because big game. You mentioned it. You said the crowd just seems to arrive a little bit more early, and he has something to do with it. His 24 points in the first quarter alone was the most points in a quarter by a Laker since Kobe in 07. Just his ability to get off on the right foot. 43, 13, and 9. He was a rebound shy of a triple-double. But big game, he had shot. We talked about it. 5 of 22 over the last couple of games from 3 tonight, 7 of 12.
Yeah, we were doing our pregame show, and Luka was out there, messing around, shooting threes, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, who walked in? And it was Luka out there. People were just, they're coming early to see him warm up.
Sure it wasn't the Serbian music?
I thought I heard the accordion going through a couple times, but yeah, he was fired up, but he's an entertainer, and he's just unguardable. But you don't know what he's going to do. You don't want to foul him. You don't want to get up too close. You don't want to back up. It's just he freezes you, and then he knocks down these threes where he's hitting them. He missed a few. He made his few in the beginning of the game, but I just think this weapon, the ability to have this. I mean, Danny Green knock him down like that too.
That's good. When you shoot it from 3 like that, you know it's going to be a long night. And we talked about it before the game. His averages against the Clippers, 35, 9, and 9. He somehow, for some reason, comes alive. And against these are great defenders. And Kawhi Leonard ain't no slouch. Chris Dunn ain't no slouch. These guys, Nick Batum aren't no, but they don't want to foul him. And when he's got his 3 going, again, like Big Game said, he's unstoppable. And tonight he just came out on a heater. And it made the game, the basket big for him and the game looser for everybody else. You saw right there, third most in NBA history of 35 and at least 10 dimes. It's his 5th 40-point game on the season, but that wasn't all Luka brought to the table tonight. A little feistiness. We talked about the Chris Dunn ejection in case you're just joining us and you missed it. Extra plates to the Thanksgiving table. Right, a little spicy, but nonetheless, this is what you like from Luka, just from a competitive standpoint. With over 3 minutes to play, he takes that shove there from Chris Dunn. He wasn't just going to stay down, big game.
Nah, Luka is not an instigator, but when you're trying to defend him and he's just continuously busting your ass,
it frustrates defenders.
It pisses you off to the point where you just want to do something to him. So frustration, and then he's always got that little smile. He knows he's kicking your butt, but he's not an instigator. So it makes you. You want him to do something, but he won't, and then you just lose it, and that's what happened. Luke's in the game, other guys out. He pretty much antagonizes guys with his play. He's getting under your skin because he's, all game Chris Dunn is playing his best defense, but he's getting in foul trouble, knocking down shots, knocking down threes, getting rebounds, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, and then he's complaining that he's flopping all the time, but that was not a clean box-out play. But I like what Jaxson Hayes did. He stepped up for his teammate, covered for him, protected him, let him know, you're not by yourself. So that was a good moment for them collectively to show, we're not no chumps, we're not soft, you're not going to come in here and just punk us. We love when this happens. It's like our Thanksgiving treat. Normally we're waiting on Luka, which we will all day, every day, but instead, he's speaking.